Hey guys, how's it going? Brad Riley here. Welcome to another video. Today on the channel, I have something different. I have my good friend Patrick, and what he's going to speak about today is how he's been able to scale 4 six-figure businesses at the age of 23. Super successful guy, super cool guy. I can't wait for you to learn so much from him. The interesting thing about today's collab, though, is he's not in the SMA space. And even though I'm an SMA coach myself, it's not the only thing I believe in. So I'll be intrigued for you guys to learn about a couple of the other ways that you can actually make money. So thanks so much for coming on, Patrick. If you can, just tell people a little bit about yourself and we can kind of go from there.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you having me on. My name is Patrick Corsino. I'm Brazilian. I'm currently in New York City, though. I'm 23. Like Brad said, I started 4 different businesses. I've scaled them up to 6 figures, all in sort of a different niche, which I thought was pretty interesting. And that's kind of like my personality type. We can go into more details about them once we continue with the interview. But I started the first one my second year in college. From there, again, just scaled one, started another one, put people in the right places. And that's kind of how we got to where we are now.
Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. Because we met a few months back in New York, and I was kind of like taken back when you said you had 4 businesses, right? Because a lot of people push the focus approach. Like, you focus on one thing and one thing only, but actually for you, you've had success in a variety of different industries. So if you can, why don't you tell people a little bit, I suppose one by one, walk them through the different industries that you're actually in right now.
All right. So just to give a list, I've done affiliate marketing. I've done, obviously my personal brand with my information products. I've done e-commerce and Amazon, and I also trade cryptocurrencies. That's sort of like the gist of each of the different topics. But yeah, like you said, I decided to go through the route of actually building the businesses first, before going into anything else. That's one thing, I guess, like something I dislike in the space. And I see a lot in the entrepreneur space, people that get their first sale on e-commerce. And it happens a lot in e-commerce because it's easier to track one sale. Like you'll get one sale, you'll create the course, and then that's just kind of like your main focus is the course. You have no idea how to do e-com. There's so much that comes into it. There's so much that goes into creating each of them, but you have no idea. So like in that case, you're a terrible coach versus people that actually have built what they're doing first. Like you've done the SMMA space, and then you're teaching people your methods because you can actually teach them what you know. You actually know stuff to teach them, which is different than a majority of the people in the space. So
your personal brand right now is your main focus, isn't it? But like before that, what was the first thing you got into? Am I right in thinking the first thing was Amazon FBA and ecom, was it?
Yeah, ecom, Amazon FBA was the first thing. We both have a friend called Johnny, and then so I started it with Johnny around the same time. That was my second year of college, or like halfway through my second year of college. Started the Amazon FBA. I took a course, I found a mentor, I scaled that one up, then started doing affiliate marketing with the personal branding side of it, decided to, put my content out there. I thought I had something to share, was able to obviously monetize that with affiliate marketing. That went really well. And then from there, started creating my own information products, and then trading cryptocurrencies was started somewhere in the middle, but now is something that I take a lot more seriously.
Awesome. So I think one thing I would like to dive into, because I think this is a really great way for a lot of beginners to make money. I want us to kind of transition. I want to start by maybe jumping into a bit of the affiliate marketing stuff. And I think it may be beneficial to transition a little bit into some personal branding. There's so much that we can talk about on the channel. And I think if people want to see more, let's film another video. So if you want that to happen, obviously drop a comment below. But if you can, with just some beginner tips, even without a personal brand, how can you make money with affiliate marketing? And I suppose a real basic level for those guys that are complete beginners, can you explain what the preface is and what affiliate marketing is essentially?
Well, yeah. So affiliate marketing is taking somebody else's product. You'll have your own special link for it. If you make a sale through your link, you'll get a commission. It's very straightforward. Commissions can be like 20, 25, up to 50%, right? A lot of people do it for their own courses. That's honestly how I even started with affiliate marketing, was talking about the Amazon course that I took, right? The e-commerce course that I took, and I was able to then just create content. It was working for me. So linking with the Amazon content I had, I was able to make some sales through my link for the course itself. That's kind of how I got started. In order to do it without, obviously, a lot of people start with affiliate marketing as their go-to when they have no or very little money to start off with. Because when you start with e-commerce or Amazon, you need inventory. If you're doing social media marketing, you might need to wait some time to get your first client. Something like that. Not everybody has that time. And with affiliate marketing, the cool thing is there's a lot of free forums. You can have free Facebook groups. You can put content on YouTube for free, Instagram for free, and all that can start generating you traffic. It's all about timing. If you time things correctly, you can make a lot of money with no following, right? Like if you were to promote like people who promoted the ClickFunnels software, right? That you and I both use.
Yeah.
You could have gotten in with very little money at the right time and you'd be
Yeah,
making
sure.
killing right now.
Because that's monthly recurring as well. The great thing about ClickFunnels, and
Yeah.
because not all affiliate marketing is like just one, like it's not just 50% upfront. You know, it's not sometimes it's like, yeah, if you sell a digital product for $1,000, 50% commission, okay, you get one time of $500. But you were telling me that you still have some monthly commissions that you got 3 years ago that are still paying you to this day every single month. All right. So
Yeah.
is that what you recommend? Would you say try and aim for those monthly recurring affiliate commissions?
I'm a big fan of recurring, and a lot of companies nowadays too are trying to move into the recurring model. We can talk a bit about like the membership, obviously, that you've created as well,
Yeah.
and how we kind of got the idea and got into that. But recurring is very important. Like I said, every business is trying to find how they can add that into their business model. Like Amazon Prime has its recurring thing, and like obviously Apple Music. They're all trying to get into it. Every single company, every CEO I've talked to is all trying to get into recurring, and for good reason. So when I look for affiliate products, especially now, if I am going to promote something, I look for something that has that recurring model. The compounding effect is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just kind of something I really recommend. A lot of people don't know about compound interest, or they know about it, but they don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Once you run the numbers long term, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, for sure. So as a complete beginner as well, like you don't have to go through all the effort and time of creating your own products. So you don't have to become an Amazon FBA expert, release an Amazon FBA course and sell it. You can find a course, have success with it, and then promote that because you've already had success with it. So you believe in it, you can promote it. You already use ClickFunnels on a day-to-day basis. You use Teachable, you use all these products that you promote, which makes it easy for you. So you can actually find these products, these services, these softwares that you actually use yourself, and you can push them. So it's definitely a good way to get started. And you were mentioning some like free methods then. So even if you don't have a personal brand, am I right in thinking you can use things like Facebook groups, Quora? So like, you know, I know you did. So how would that work?
Yeah, so I used Quora a while back. Again, a very like little secret that I think a lot of people don't know. And there's a lot of people on Quora, you and I were talking about it, that a lot of big names in the space have used forums like Quora before to get some traction, right? Okay, I don't know if we're gonna name names, but like some people that you guys probably know watching the video.
For sure. Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, you guys know. A lot of them started out the same way. You can go on forums, like on Quora, use it as example since that's one of the ones I used. You can answer a question, sort it by questions that came out this week, answer a bunch of them very simply, like giving a reference to content you made or just giving the value directly in text. And that answer will be there forever, right? So I have Quora, like I still have Quora answers that get views to this day. And I don't really use it at all anymore. So it's something we talked about getting back into, but that's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So you definitely think it's a sustainable way for a beginner to actually make, like, can people make full-time income of this?
You can make a full-time income. I wouldn't say you're going to make $100 million with it. I probably wouldn't say you're going to make $10 million off of it. I think in terms of a ladder, eventually you want to create your own product and you want to have your own thing, right? You want to have your own company, and the affiliate marketing isn't really having your own business. That's true, that you own emails to. Well, you can collect emails, but like the product itself isn't yours. You can't sell it for an exit. You can't really do that. So it's a nice transition between, like you said, taking an Amazon course, you're learning how to do it, you're taking the steps, it's working for you before you have your product created. You go affiliate somebody else's product. So you can still make money while you're doing it. You can still make more income, which is what everybody wants to do. And then once you're in the level to make your own, once you're in the position to make your own, then you go in and make your own you make your own program. And that's just kind of the evolution of it.
Yeah, sure. I suppose that makes the most sense as well. Even if, you know, we'll transition into personal branding just after this because it makes the most sense. But, you know, let's speak about personal branding for a second. You just get started. You've got 10 subscribers. You probably shouldn't be releasing like your program just yet. You know, you want to build up your audience. You want to make, you know, you want to find out what there's demand for and what your audience want. There's no point you releasing a product or a service that there's no demand for. But, you know, if you can promote something that you know's work for you, you believe in it. When you're first starting out on personal branding, that's also a you know, potentially a better option than even releasing your own product. So, yeah, so, you know, it's great to hear about that. Obviously, I've made some money from affiliate marketing, nowhere near what you have, but, you know, I can vouch for it, you know, being a great business model. So as mentioned, this is kind of like a good transition point now, I suppose, for us to then talk into the personal brand and world that you're in. Right now, you obviously you've just created a new channel. You did have a crypto channel that you were quite heavy on, didn't you? You had a little bit of success with that, doing really well, putting a lot of views, lots of subscribers. You've got products, affiliate marketing. So you've definitely had a lot of success in that world. So what would you say complete beginner, starting fresh tomorrow, what is some advice you could give for someone who wants to start a personal brand?
Are we talking free or paid?
We'll go free.
Do they have money? Okay, free.
We'll go free. Yeah.
Free. I mean, number one way, offer value to somebody who has a little bit more following, and then collaborate with them. Right? Like you and I have done stuff. Have talked in the past. We've been able to help each other with value, and now coming in with my new YouTube channel, you're able to help me out and bring me onto your channel that naturally has a lot more subscribers on it. So like building the right relationships. I think just putting out content that people are interested in is always good. Find a topic that's relevant. And there's some YouTube channels in the entrepreneur space that have done really well that take a topic like Star Wars and link it to business and get a lot of views from the name Star Wars, but still get the audience that they want.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of
Alex Becker, Kevin.
Alex Becker.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. He'll take a viral topic. He'll take Kylie Jenner and talk about her making, like $500 million on her sale for half the company. Right.
Yeah.
That's just the type of process. So make sure to link something entertaining with the education side of it, and you'll be able to pull in more views that way. It's a process. Naturally, if you're doing it for free, you can't expect to get the same results as if you were paying for traffic.
Of course, yeah.
Common sense, but be yourself. Add your own twist to something. Like the book, The Purple Cow. Have you read The Purple Cow?
I've heard about it a lot. I haven't actually read that though. No.
But it applies in just a lot of, it applies in everything basically. Just like be yourself, but differentiate yourself from everyone else.
Yeah, sure.
Like it's easy to watch a video from some entrepreneur and just try to be that guy.
Yeah.
That might not be you.
Yeah,
just be who you are, and then add your own twist to things, have your own story. Like,
to be fair, I mean, I think I relate to that a lot, because when I first started in the SMMA space, one of the first ever coaches I spoke to him about my like Upwork approaches that I was using at the time. And at this point, by the way, I had no idea that anyone else would be interested in it. I didn't even realize I was the only person doing it really at that time in the SMMA space. And he told me to go and just to ditch that and just use only like cold calls and stuff like that at the time, right? He was like, "Oh, you're not gonna make money with that. Stop it." Anyway, I was making good money, so I was like sticking to it. And then when I started my personal brand, that was my differentiator that actually led to my success. So I was in the SMMA space, which was obviously a built-up education space, lots of demand for it. But then I had my little twist, which was able to differentiate me. So I can completely agree with that. I think it's important to definitely. Obviously, you want to go where there's demand. You want to obviously speak about things that are interesting, but being unique to yourself, having your own twist would definitely help a lot.
Yeah, I mean, finding a balance. And I saw a lot of YouTubers that were doing well, where it's like how much money does so and so really really make, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
right. So like you'll take a big name, you can clickbait that name, and you'll tie it in with what your message is, and like find a way to blend it in with what you're trying to talk about, what your channel's about, what your content's about.
Yeah.
And it just makes it so that people can find you. Like being honest, if you're just going to go out there and share, like if I go in, make a video and I have no followers or anything, and I'm like, oh, Patrick's thoughts on grass.
no views. Yeah, 0 views.
It could be the best video in the world, but no one's going to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose another topic, people probably did this. Like this is just, something that popped to the top of my mind. When Ninja made the move from Twitch to Mixer, if you made a video breaking down the reasons and a rough like assumption on what he would have made and why you think he made that in the business space as an entrepreneur, I'm interested in that. I don't really care too much about Ninja, but I care about how much money he's made. I'm interested in that because I'm into business. So I suppose that would be a good viral topic that you can link to business.
Wait, there's a channel on YouTube that has like 40,000, maybe 50,000 subscribers now. He's the ex-owner of an esports organization.
Yeah.
So basically everything that happens in esports, he breaks down the business side of it.
Oh, really?
His audience is just people who are in esports, but are also interested in the business side of esports. Because that's all he talks about. Yeah. But he got 50,000 subscribers from it. Like wow. That's not bad for talking about stuff like you're talking about, like the move, like buying a team, running a team.
Mm-hmm. And the good thing is with the personal branding industry now, you can make money literally doing whatever you want. Like we're in the entrepreneur space, right? We help people. You help people with affiliate marketing, crypto, and things like that. Obviously, I'm in the SMA space. You might have other things to offer. You might not necessarily be an SMMA coach. You might be great at golf. You might be a golf coach. You know what I mean? You might be an American football coach. It doesn't have to be entrepreneurship related. I think no matter what you're into, having a personal brand is essential. Even as an agency owner, right? Like if I have a personal brand and I'm going to a client and I'm not able to just say, oh, I can help you with your social media, but I'm able to say, look, I do it for myself, not just for my business. It just levels you up. Authority wise, it levels you up. And you're also telling me as well, like you've got a bunch of cool other opportunities, haven't you? Like sponsorship stuff before from your personal brand where companies
Oh
have
yeah.
paid you to push stuff. Like, you know, it opens up so many doors beyond just the initial like products and things that you can release. And as well, you get to help people, which is the ultimate goal for both of us. And, you know, it's super fulfilling.
Yeah, I think it's easy for people to jump into the doing the same type of content that you and I do. That
Mm-hmm.
we just happen to do the same content. Then we like met through like other friends.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how you and I met. But a lot of people see a YouTuber talking about, you know, the entrepreneur space. So when they create a personal brand, they think they need to go in and talk about the entrepreneur space.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to copy exactly what everybody's doing. You can go in, like find your own area, find what you're good at, what you like, because then you'll be able to be consistent with it long term. Otherwise, you're not going to stick with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think so many people, like I said, they don't start because they're like, oh, I'm not in a position to start yet. I think you should start, like, you should start a personal brand now and document your journey, you know? All right then, bro. So couple final questions for you now. First thing would be, what is your best piece of advice for a beginner? Like, it doesn't have to even be affiliate marketing, anything. This could be more of a general, maybe it's mindset related. Just what's one piece of advice would you say, maybe your daily routine or something that you've implemented that's really enabled you to get to run 4 6-figure businesses? Because let's be honest, not everybody can run 4 6-figure businesses. Like, you know, there's a certain mindset, there's a certain approach, you know, that you obviously, there's certain things that you do that allows you to get to that level. So, you know, what is that? What's probably the main thing, would you say?
Yeah, I think to summarize everything into like one tip would be to be comfortable investing.
Yeah.
And that would be in your team, right? Like I put people in the right places for each of them. Now, obviously, I don't have like a huge company, right?
Yeah.
But I have people in the right places where I need them, and that allows me to kind of oversee everything, but not be too into the details of each one. Invest in finding a mentor, right? That's obviously the number one way to shortcut things if you want to do things faster, which most people do. Money can buy you it can buy you time in that sense. You'll make less mistakes. Sure. You'll save up a bunch of time. Find somebody who's ahead of where you are, and then just try to either get to know them if they have obviously a smaller personal brand, if they're getting started, or if they're further ahead, just follow what they're doing. You know, engage in their stuff, buy their stuff, and eventually, being an engaged, you know, follower of them, they're going to recognize who you are too. So just being a mentor or finding a mentor in terms of content, but then eventually maybe even finding a mentor in terms of like a personal relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
But it all comes down to investing in yourself. Something else I see a lot of people, just like give an example, something I see a lot of people do wrong in the space. And you can tell who's going to be successful long term. It's very easy. It's who's putting the money in the right place. Like if you could go out and buy a Lamborghini tomorrow, is that the move? Probably not. If you just made $500,000, you probably don't want to spend half of what you made on a Lamborghini. It's probably not the move. You can, but you shouldn't, right? That's kind of like a good indicator of who's investing in the right place and who's going to be successful long term. The goal is not to make $1 million. Like something else I found out, if you make $1 million, it's not going to last you very long.
No.
Right? Like to be fair, like $100,000 a year is not a lot of money. A lot of people think it's a lot of money. It's a great first step, but it's not a lot of money. There's not that much you can do with $100,000 a year. Like having $1 million in the bank, that's going to run out pretty fast if you don't do anything else. It's all about really scaling to have the actual freedom.
For sure. I think people do often get confused with that as well. I think it's a big mindset shift. You know, if you work a minimum wage job, you see $2,000 a month. Wow, that's so much money. You know, this is not a lot of money until you start earning it and you realize, like, you know, when you level yourself up and you start surrounding yourself with people who make 10, 50, 100, 200K a month, you start to realize how little actually what you once saw was a large sum of money is actually like now actually perceived as a small amount of money. But that all comes with, again, invest in a mentor, be around people who are ahead of you, so then you can elevate to that level as well. So yeah, completely agree with you, man. And then
and we say this not to discourage people, right? Like $2,000 a month. It might, like, we're saying it's not a lot of money. That doesn't mean you don't have to get to $2,000 a month first.
Of course, yeah.
It just means stay hungry when you're at $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. Stay hungry because it can go away, and you want to build freedom for not just you. You want to build it for your family or whatever it is, but it's going to come with a lot more than $2,000 a month.
Of course, man. Of course. Everyone gets complacent. Like, you know, even me and you, we get complacent at times. So it is important to dig deeper sometimes. And that's why I think it's so important to have that bigger vision outside of the Lambo. You know, you just want a Lambo. You're going to get bored of that. You're going to get sick of just chasing that every day. You need a bigger vision, like to impact people, whatever that may be. And I think that's, you know, also really important to have in business. But okay, final question for you, bro, because I know there's so much we can talk about. We could speak for hours. and we have done before.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll do future collabs if people want to see it. Final question for you, real simple. Where can people find you? What are you going to be talking about on your YouTube channel, your Instagram? Let everybody know. And for everyone watching, all the links will be in the description down below. Please go and follow Patrick. Go subscribe, turn on notifications, watch every vid, comment, follow on Instagram. I want you to follow this guy's journey.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, on YouTube, Instagram, kind of like the two main platforms I'm focusing on. Like my YouTube's Patrick Corsino, but if you look it up, you're going to get my crypto YouTube. So it's not really going to bring you to the business one anyways.
Yeah,
so it'll probably be easier to just leave the links down below.
I will do. Yeah, I'll leave it all
rank yet.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Hopefully we can help build a little bit of traction for you on that page.
Right.
Yeah,
that'd be
great. Awesome, bro. Cool. Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions for me or Patrick, comment down below. I'm sure we'll both be in the comments replying to people and that. So yeah, if you drop your questions down below, we'll get back to every single one of you. Thanks again so much for watching. Thank you, Patrick, for being on the channel. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.